In a quiet suburb outside of Cleveland, Ohio, where the lawns are patchy and the mailboxes lean slightly from years of neglect, a woman named Janet Lewis was living a quiet battle no one saw. A retired schoolteacher in her early 60s, Janet had spent her life shaping young minds, sacrificing vacations and luxury for the sake of her students and her only son, Kyle. But life, as it often does, had turned on her sharply in recent years. After losing her husband to cancer and her retirement savings to mounting medical bills, Janet had been barely keeping up with her mortgage. Her home, modest, two-bedroom, faded blue siding, held the memories of a life built on integrity and simplicity. But behind her calm smile was the fear of losing it all. She hadn't told her son the full truth, that she was 3 months behind and had just received a final notice from the bank. And then came the knock. It was a cold Monday morning. Janet, wrapped in an oversized gray sweater and holding a steaming mug of tea, opened the door to see 2 sharply dressed men in suits, flanking a woman with a clipboard and a camera crew setting up just down the sidewalk. "Mrs. Lewis?" one asked. "We're here on behalf of the American Neighborhood Initiative. You've been selected for a surprise feature. May we come in?" She hesitated. "I didn't sign up for anything." They smiled. "You didn't have to. Someone nominated you." Still cautious but curious, Janet invited them in. What followed was surreal. Within minutes, the crew was setting up, the interviewer asking her about her life, her struggles, her home. She spoke honestly, about teaching, about her late husband, about the overwhelming burden of trying to stay afloat. And then came the big moment. The front door opened again. A black SUV pulled up, and Donald J. Trump walked in. Janet froze. The camera zoomed in as Trump, wearing a long dark overcoat and a red tie, walked up and shook her hand. "I've heard about you," he said. "You've given so much. It's time someone gave back." She stood speechless. The crew captured every moment as Trump reached into his pocket and pulled out a folded document. "This is your mortgage," he said, handing it to her. "It's paid. You're free." Janet's hands shook as she unfolded the paper. It was real. The balance cleared. Her name, in bold letters, paid in full. Tears welled in her eyes, and the room erupted in applause from the small crew and staff. "You don't owe a single cent," Trump said. "You earned that home. You deserve peace." The video went viral within hours. The title, "Trump Pays Off a Retired Teacher's Mortgage, Faith in Humanity Restored." It racked up millions of views. Some people called it beautiful, others political theater. Social media exploded. Supporters praised the act as generous. Critics questioned the cameras. Was it genuine compassion or a carefully crafted PR stunt? The media didn't take long to jump on it. Articles flooded in. Hero or hype? Trump clears teacher's debt in surprise visit. Cameras rolling as Trump pays off mortgage. Why now? Emotional or calculated? The politics of philanthropy. Janet, meanwhile, was just trying to process what had happened. In interviews, she never claimed it was staged. "He didn't have to do it," she told a local paper. "He could have picked anyone, or no one at all. I don't care if there were cameras. I get to keep my home." When asked if she supported Trump politically, she gave a simple reply. "I never voted for him, but that day, he showed up for me." The story rippled through talk shows, YouTube commentary channels, even late-night comedy monologues. It sparked a wider conversation. Does a good deed count less if it's caught on camera? Can generosity coexist with strategy? A month later, new details emerged. An anonymous source leaked emails suggesting the American Neighborhood Initiative was funded in part by a super PAC tied to Trump's advisors. The selection process for recipients may have been partially curated for maximum emotional impact. It added fuel to the fire. But the mortgage remained paid. Janet remained in her home. The neighborhood even rallied to repaint her siding and fix her leaning mailbox. A local youth group started visiting her on weekends. Her story, whether spontaneous or staged, had rekindled a sense of community that had long faded from those streets. And Trump? He never publicly followed up on the event. No tweets, no official statement. It was as if he'd simply walked in, done the deed, and disappeared. But the debate lingered. Was it real kindness? A planned headline? Both? In the end, Janet didn't care. For her, it meant safety, stability, and the ability to sleep through the night without fearing a knock from the bank. And for everyone watching, it became a mirror, reflecting whatever truth they believed in. Because sometimes, the act itself matters more than the motive. And sometimes, even a question mark moment can leave be